Hi everybody, it's Psychic Medium Carla. Finally trying to make a new video. I'm outside, the sun is shining, it's cool. Today is November the 30th, 2020. What a year this has been. It's been challenging for a lot of people. I know I've had a lot of things going on personally that have been making, my cat's making noise, making it difficult. My dad's, he's not well. He needs pretty much 24-hour care. So these last, I don't know how many months they've been rough, they've been rough, and trying to juggle everything and help them has been difficult, and having the Rona out there is not making things any easier. So I want to do a video today about multi-dimensions. A lot of people, including myself, we believe in the multi-dimensional universe, and that we live more than one life at the same time. Now, I've done videos, I think, about past lives and reincarnation, all that stuff. And when you throw in multi-dimensions, that can make it more difficult for some people to understand. Okay? So you just say past lives. It's just easier. When what I believe and many others believe is that we are actually living all those lives at once, because we are multidimensional beings. Okay? And it's just easier to explain as a past life or a reincarnation. Now, that doesn't mean that past life and reincarnation, that doesn't null and void that out. Absolutely not. It does not. Absolutely not. Now, right here, right now, November 30th, 2020, I am conscious as Carla Gutierrez. This is the life and the timeline, the time frame that I chose to be conscious in, where I'm most aware. The tricky thing is for some people like me now, and this is part of my problem when I say that I live my foot with one foot in the physical and one foot in the spiritual. It's because a lot of times I'm straddling multiple places and lives at the same time. Okay? I'll have lots of flashes. I'm not 100% grounded to this specific existence as the personality known as Carla Gutierrez. So when I don't feel like I'm completely here, it's because I'm not completely here. That's been that way my whole life. It's been very challenging. And I'm sure there's others out there that the same thing happens to. But when it comes to multiple dimensions and living parallel lives or multi-dimensional lifetimes, I do believe, as many others do, that we do live multiple lives at the same time. That's just how it's done. There's still past lives. It's still reincarnation. Once this physical, it's windy out here. I hope this didn't fall over. Once this physical car, the car that I'm in right now, it doesn't work anymore, then that car gets buried, or gets cremated or whatever. And my essence, my soul, my cream filling goes back home. Okay? It goes back home and reunites with the oversoul, or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. But that doesn't mean that my other lives aren't going on as well, because they are. I know it can be very hard to explain and very tricky. There's a lot of math involved. This is where like quantum physics and quantum mechanics and all that cool geeky science stuff comes into play. Everything is mathematical, pretty much. And every single thing has a vibration. Everything has a vibration. Everything is alive in some way, because everything is made of energy. That's all we are. Everything is energy. The plants, the dog, the cat, the floor, the door, everything. Everything vibrates. It's just that some things vibrate at a very slow rate, like sand, rocks, crystals. Crystals vibrate high. It depends on the crystal. So technically, we're all just kind of a bunch of numbers, I guess, if you need to break it down. But yes, I believe in multiple dimensions. I believe that we are living more than one life at the same time. I do. And we just choose which one we're going to be conscious in, pretty much, But that doesn't mean that you can't be aware somewhere else, okay? Think of it this way. When you are in the dream state and you're dreaming, that's another dimension. That's another dimension, absolutely. So your physical body is laying in the bed and your soul, your energy separates from the vehicle, the car, whatever you want to call it, and boop, 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 goes out and is living another life. You know that song, Silent Lucidity by Queensryche? That song's about astral projection and living two lives at once. Listen to the lyrics, listen to that song. So that in itself is another reality. It is another dimension. You might be sitting here daydreaming about something. That's a reality. You might get a glimpse of a past life. What happens to me and what has happened to me in the past, I'm going to give an example. I've had my body physically change while I'm awake. There's my kitty. That's Nala. That's Nala Reiki Gutierrez. You can see her in the background. Remember, Reiki passed away in January. Well, that's Reiki again, reincarnated in a new little body. But I digress. I could see that she was in the background, so it's my ADD. Anyways, I have had my physical body completely change, and I have felt it, and I've been somewhere else in my awake state. Now, I've had a lot of freaky shit happen to me since I was a kid. This is not new, okay? This is not new. But that's just one example. So anybody who's wondering, is multidimensional lives, parallel lives, real? I absolutely think so. That's what I believe. Yeah, we are living multiple lives at the same time. Absolutely. And some of us who are sensitive, medium, psychic, healer, whatever, those people that kind of straddle the line, can tap into that real easily. That feeling that I have that I'm not completely connected to this life, it's because I'm tapping in somewhere else. Yeah. So multidimensional being, multidimensional life, parallel lives. Yes to all of those. And I know there's a lot of people that believe the same thing. I know it. There's a lot of us. It just makes it more difficult to explain sometimes past lives and reincarnation, because it's still all real. It all exists. It's still all real. Absolutely. So, any questions, comments, or whatever, feel free to ask. I'll get to them when I can. It's been really hectic for me. Like I said, a lot's been going on with us here. So maybe someone else will let me put another reading up. I don't know. I got special permission for that. I hope everybody's staying safe. I want to touch on what's going on right now. I know I did 2 videos about Rona 8 months ago, back in March. And if you listen to those, they're all still relevant right now. I said this shit wasn't going away, and guess what? We are just as bad as it was at the beginning. So you have to be careful. Doesn't mean you can't go out. Stay safe. Don't live in fear, but stay safe when you go out. The reason we're in the situation that we're in right now is the fault of the humans, the humankind. People not wanting to listen, making everything political. And this didn't have to be like this right now. This I can tell you with certainty. Listen or watch my other 2 videos that I did. This is not over. It is not over. And I hope everybody does the right thing and we can get this under control. You know, I really do. I really do. So, stay safe, everybody. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. And I'm hoping to do another video in a couple weeks. We'll see. We'll see what I can do and what I can't. And yeah, multi-dimensions, man. Multi-dimensional lives. We are multi-dimensional beings, for sure. And that's how we live. A lot of people don't realize it, though. And that's okay. It's okay. All right. Psychic Medium Carla out.